Hey, this is Tracy Matthewman here, and I'm with Natalie Grunberg from Panties by Post. Welcome, Natalie.
Good morning.
Thank you so
Bonjour.
much. Pardon?
Bonjour.
Oh, bonjour. Thank you so much for allowing me to, spend some time with you today and ask you some questions. And the whole point really of the interview is to learn about what you do and also to share some of your successes and what you've learned, and so that other people listening might, take some of that and experience some success with their business as well. So
Great.
First of all, Panties by Post. When I first saw that, I looked at your site and I thought, wow, this is really cool. I love it. Tell us more about it.
Okay, so, the company is called pantybypost.com, and it's a subscription to get a French panty every month in the mail, and I have a little prop here. So it comes in this little package. It's a beautiful package, and it comes with, beautiful tissue, and here's an example of one of the panties. So the panties are really unique, and they're beautiful. They can also be, durable and great for yoga and all of that good stuff. But they're beautiful panties, but it's about a couple things. So the panty, but also the experience and the nostalgia of getting something in the mail in a package. And of course, it's such a great gift because there's a gift card and it's a surprise, but it's also a great treat for yourself. So that's a little bit about the business.
Okay, so take us back. Take us back to how did this, it's such a unique idea. Here in Canada, I believe it is anyway. So tell me how it started.
Yeah, there's really nothing, in my opinion. There's a few things a little bit like Panty by Post, but they're mostly catered towards men. So this is, I really think it's almost like a feminist business because it's about feeling good from the inside and so anyways, but back to where it came from, it was inspired by my trips to France, and I was really glued to all of the women in France. They really put some effort into their appearance, and it didn't appear as if income was the factor. They put a lot of work into their appearance, old, young. And I thought, I love all this self-respect. They must even have it on the inside, on their underwear. And so I was digging through the French lingerie, and I'm like, they do. There's not one ugly pair of panty in France. No, I'm sure there is. But and I thought, this is the perfect way to ship the French spirit all over the world because it's small and it's something hidden, only you would know, but you get to share with your lover and just experience yourself. And so so the idea came from my trips to Paris, but it's really evolved. So
So are you the only one in Canada doing something like this?
I am, yeah. And like I said, we ship worldwide, and right now most of our customers are Canadians, Americans, and French people. So
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how long ago did you start?
So just over 2 years ago.
Okay, and so when you first launched, take us back to those early days. What were some of the biggest challenges that you had? Okay,
well, probably like everyone, the biggest challenge is financing. So for us, I started with a partner, and I bought her out because she ended up moving, and it became too challenging. But for us, it was bootstrapping. And now, after 2 years, that challenge is a much less. But it's really the financial, where are we going to get the money to buy the stock and pay for the designers, all of this. And we were able to meet all of those challenges because our business was making sales from the beginning. But that would be our biggest challenge, I would say.
So when you say designers, are they all designed by you?
No, we get I mean just the website design and all of our promotional materials. But our signature line is from a company called Blush, and they're out of Montreal. So they're our French-Canadian panty line, and they're the best. And then today, I just learned that we've going to be the first online merchants to sell hanky-panky. So I don't know if you know about hanky-panky, but they're pretty great, and we're going to sell the hanky-panky bridal line. So that's coming up. So you got the exclusive on it.
Oh, cool. So now everyone knows the secrets out. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I went to your website, I thought the website really impressed me, and I thought you were doing a really nice job of marketing. And
Thank you.
what are some things that you see in your business that are working really well for you. And when you're done, I think I'd like to comment on something that really caught my eye, and maybe maybe that feedback will help you too. But go ahead, tell us what's really working for you right now.
Work is working for me. Putting a lot of work into it. But really, in all seriousness, we started our marketing on the local stage. So just reaching out to local media in our city, and then spreading out from there. There's a few pillars basically of the way I run the business, which is amazing customer service. Like, I'm obsessed with responding to customers right away. And then because of the great customer service and of course the product, we get a lot of customer referrals, and most of our customers return again. So that's where we get a lot of our business now, because we've acquired a lot of customers. I also do some social marketing and online marketing with the pay-per-click, which is successful too. But really the PR drives a lot of how people find us. So that means I'm just doing the hard work of reaching out to media. And of course, that's getting easier and easier as we're getting bigger and bigger. We were in InStyle magazine, so now media is coming and reaching out to me, so that's great. But I would say PR and hard work and amazing customer service, and then the online component, of course, because we're an online business.
Right. And actually, one question I meant to ask you earlier, is it like a subscription service?
Yeah.
So that really enables you to have a little bit more long-term income.
Exactly.
Because people are signing up for a monthly penalty.
Yeah. And since people are buying again and again, we're going to implement a recurring billing service. So you won't have to choose 6 months. You can just sign on, get as many panties for as many years as you want, and then let us know when you had enough for a while. So that's coming up. But yeah, the subscription means that, I get to interact with the customers every month when they get their package, and it's really,
great. Okay. So what tools do you use in your business? Like, what are some tools that are available out there, whether they're free or they're, paid for, that you find are really critical to your success?
Well, I have a great board of directors. So whether you're a business person that has a formal board or an informal board, what I've always heard from business people and what I've experienced myself is that you must reach out to people that know. And I find the business world has been really helpful to me. Many people will offer their advice over coffee for free. Mm-hmm. And they'll do it because they're interested in seeing you grow and they like business. So I would say, don't pretend to know what you're doing in all respects, and really ask for help. And so I've received a lot of free help. And then in turn, once I know something, I'll return that favor. The other thing is, get a good bookkeeper. They're amazing.
I couldn't agree with you more. I have a good one myself.
Just and focus on what you're good at, and but really, I've had so much great free help, and I'll return the favor.
Great. Okay. So, who I should say was your inspiration when you, either before you started or as you were launching, or even today? Like, what are some, either programs or some coaches or mentors or authors, or maybe it's your mom, I don't know, who really sort of inspired you to move in this direction, and why?
Well, I have to say I've got a real entrepreneurial spirit, but it's very scary to just take that leap of actually sinking in the money and getting started. So when I had this idea, I shared it with my best friend, and she's the one that said, let's do it. And it was because of her belief in me that I was able to take that step. And then, of course, once I was going, everyone was really supportive. And so that was a little bit easy, because once it was happening, it's easy to say, like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But, lots of people are conservative, and they know how hard it is to make it in business. So I would say my best friend was my inspiration for starting this. And we started it together, and we worked on it together very well for a long time. And then she moved away, so it became harder for her to stay in the business. But,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, any last words of advice for other women, or men for that matter, watching this, who are maybe struggling in their business? What kind of advice can you give to other entrepreneurs like yourself?
Okay, so that bookkeeper is really key because you need to make sure that you're not losing money. And it's really easy to feel like you're making money, but you're not really, and all of that. So, like, get a good bookkeeper or take a good course. Hard work, and there are going to be low points, especially, for the first 3 years or so. I mean, that's what I hear. It takes a long time. So don't have any sort of notions that you're going to be an overnight success, because that sets yourself up, I think. I think just plan on, I'm always saying this, just plan on digging a ditch for like a while and let that be the reward, that you're just building something, and that they'll, but have a belief inside that it will take off, but also be realistic. So that's, again, that bookkeeper component. If you're not making money, don't mortgage your house. But really, I don't think there's any real secrets. I think it's all about hard work, smart work. So meaning, like, ask for help and reach out to people so that you're getting good advice, and work your tushy off.
Great.
In Yiddish, that means your bum. Cut off.
And make sure that you're wearing some pretty panties while you're doing it, right?
Please, I'll show you. Make sure you have a pair of feet parts on.
It'll just make it that much more fun, right?
Your idea has to be good, of course, but business is more than just a good idea, and we all know that.
Yeah.
There's quite a few things that make it, and I just really think, like, it isn't helpful to look at those overnight successes, because I don't believe they really happen overnight. Because what's the saying? It takes like 4 years for an overnight success. And that, to me, helps me sleep at night, because I'm like, when I'm on track, everything's good.
Yeah.
I've got a solid business model.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking, the time today to spend with me. I'll definitely, actually, just if you could just say your website address one more time, so people, if they want to go there.
Please visit www.pantybypost.com.
Okay, and I'll also put that on the video as well, so people have access to
that. Thank you. And when you go to the website, there's also another video there, so you can learn more about the business.
Actually, that's the one thing I was going to give you some feedback on, is that it's almost like a demo reel that you have on your site. And I thought it was really, really done very well. And
Thank you.
It really did send the message, and it showed a little bit about who you are and how you started.
Yeah.
And that's what really got me sort of intrigued by your business and your story. So
I'm so happy.
You've done a really nice job.
I did that video for a competition in town called Boot Up, and it's for other startups. And it was like such a fun video to do. So I'm glad. And
how did you get that done? Like, give us a little bit of, just before we wrap up, I want to just talk about that. How did you get that video
done? Craig Anderl. That you can email me to get his information, or it's at the end of the video. He is an associate of mine, and I hired him to come over to my office, and we did the video, and he basically coached me through it. They're all my words, and we put it on sticky notes, like the cues, and we decided what the story was going to be, how we were going to tell, the story of Panty by Post, and we shot it in 3 hours, and he edited it in a day or something. Like, he's a genius.
Wow.
And so that's an inexpensive and high quality way of getting your story out. So.
And what is his title? Because people are going to be watching this from, I mean, you're in Vancouver, but people are going to be watching this all over North America. So what is his title? What would you look for someone in your town?
Well, you would need to find, I don't know, he was like a videographer, but he was also a coach. I don't know how many of them there are out there.
So he's a rare find.
He's a good one. So if you're in the Vancouver area, email me. I'll give you his contact information. But otherwise, find someone that shoots video. But I don't know, maybe a business coach would have contacts, because in essence he is coaching you. So a communication coach or a business coach I would go to, and then ask if they can shoot a video, and then send them mine.
Okay.
As an example.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to use yours as an example too when I talk about that with people.
Or just fly here. And Greg will do it. He's a beautiful person.
There's another idea, yeah. Okay, well, thanks so much, Natalie.
Thank you.
And all the best with your new line and your business.
Thank you, and keep in touch.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.